So I've been working on fidget spinners. First 3D printed and then molded. How did we do it? First we go from our 3D printer. I call hell with that thing. I think mine may be a lemon because I've had to replace almost everything in it. But now that I have, I've gone from uh, 3D prints to molded prints. And I'm pretty excited about this. Um, First, what I do is I will 3D print um, the working version. This is a working version. And then I went and I 3D printed a mold, and it was made out of PLA. And I'm molding with polyurethane. And I found out really quickly that polyurethane and PLA they mix too well, meaning that the polyurethane fuses to the PLA and it's kind of hard to get them apart. That's my experience. Somebody else has um, another way to get them apart. I'd be more than happy to hear from you. But what I've gotten is a fuse. They stick. This is an example. Here, I couldn't get the polyurethane out of there, and this is a uh, PLA print. So that didn't work on my behalf. So what I ended up doing was I would print a negative of the mold, and from the negative, I would pour a silicone, um, and from that, I would get a print, not a print, but a molding, a cast of the part. Now this one didn't fill at the top, so that's why it's broken there. But if you get it to fill right, then you'll have pretty good parts. Now, this is my junky desk, but these are all of the attempts that I made that failed with the fidget spinners. And I don't think, unless you have an algorithm put together, that you will be able to successfully do every part. I do injection molding, and it's kind of hard to get every part, even in injection molding, exactly right when you first start. You're gonna have some defects. So the best thing is prepare to have defects. It's gonna cost you a little bit of money. I'm trying to start something very slow here. I would like to get into molding my own parts, toys, and all of this kind of stuff. But um, that's where I am. So, without any further ado, I'm going to pour live on this feed um, a cast. So, let me put you right here, and I'll try to show you what I do with this. I have a two-part mix. I have two PLA blocks. These were failed mold attempts. So I just use them because I need them to do this. So what I end up doing is I make sure there's no, and this is where a mess comes in. Make a mess cleaning it up, but make sure there's no leftover um, polyurethane on your mold. So clean those out. Then I lay them flat. I've got these keys in them to line them up. Let me do that first. I'll line up my keys and put them together like so. Clean that out a little bit better. I'll put them together like so, making sure that all my keys are lined and this goes together as well as could be. Then I press those together. I'll take some zip ties. You could use anything that will strap these together. You don't want the polyurethane dripping out of the sides of the mold. So you do that and you tie them together like so. Check it, make sure it's pretty lined up. I'll put this here. I'm trying to put it in the camera where you can see it. I've got a hole here and I've got a overfill hole. I'll pour through my syringe. I was gonna try to inject it in, but what happens is the pressure pushes it out of the sides, and I don't want that. So I stand that up like a funnel, and what I do is, um, these are 12 grams in volume. I've already measured them out a couple times, so I can kind of eyeball how much resin I need. Um, it's a 2-part mix, 1-to-1. And what I do is I pour 6 grams of part A and B. This is B what I'm pouring now. So that's 12 grams. That's 6 grams. And then with the other, this is my A part. With the 2 6 grams, with the 2 6 grams, I'll get 12 grams. So that's 6 grams a piece, 12 grams. And you got to make sure you're ready for this because you've got 2 minutes to mix this stuff up and then it starts to solidify. And what'll happen is if you pour it too late, it'll clog the bottom and it won't fill the mold. And then you'll sit here and you'll make a block. I had one, I don't know what I did with it, but you'll make a block that only fills the syringe. And that's not what you want because you're not trying to make molds of syringes. So, am I ready? No. Am I getting ready? Yes. I'm going to use this. This is a figurine I made of my son a while ago. It's one of those that's on the screen. I made this a while ago. It's a 3D scan that I printed with my son. I'm going to use that to mix these two together. I pour my A and B part. Like you said, you got 2 minutes to mix it, so you kind of want to move pretty fast, but not too fast, and mix that stuff together. I'm not going to show the end result of this because it takes 15 minutes for it to cure. I don't feel like doing any editing. I'm just letting you know what I did. So you mix those two together, and then you pour that into the mold, and it's going to spill over is what I want it to do. Well, I'll tell you what, I don't think I poured enough because it didn't come out of the overspill, but maybe it was just enough. But the end result, what I end up doing also is I have a pair of clippers that I use to vibrate it to make sure it goes in all the crevices and stuff like that and bubbles and stuff get out. So I'll do that, turn it off, that doesn't take but a second. And then you can visually watch the resin solidify. It starts turning white. I haven't tried adding any dye to it yet to colorize it, but you end up getting is a fidget spinner out of your mold. You'll crack it, you'll take the yellow zip ties off, you'll open it up. Oh, word to the wise. It takes 15 minutes for this to cure. That's on the bottle. But you can't, with these fidget spinners, because the wall thickness around where I have my magnets here are so thin, you have to wait about another 15 to 20 minutes before you can start putting the components in here because polyurethane is most brittle directly after cure, which means that the molecules and whatnot haven't bound together and they're still moving around in there. So it causes a lot of cracking and this, that, and the third. And that's where I got this from. I was trying to do it right after the 15 minutes. And, I was excited that I could do the mold and you know how that is. And this is another one where it wasn't mixed together right. So it's a little rubbery. Um, so that's another thing. So all in all, this was a pretty fun project. Um, I'm on to other things. I want to start making toys for kids and stuff like that. Um, I think I'll probably be making dolls next, and I've just got a lot of stuff I want to make. I'm not gonna say everything I want to make right now, but I've got a boatload of stuff that I'm trying to make here. Hopefully, I can get something off of the ground. Um, and until next time, I'll see you guys around. I'm out.